What's up, gang? What's up? Welcome to another live stream of Comedy Bites. If you're live watching this, probably not. Probably watch this later when we chop it up into mini pieces for social media because we're that savvy. We are a collective of comedians, genius comedians who use AI to make funny. And we've got another show coming up August 30th. Wednesday, 8 p.m. at Crystal Lake BK. And it's going to be a fun time. Here I am with Doyle, comedian Doyle. What's up, Doyle?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. TGIF.
Yeah. Got Aaron Michael Staples.
What's up? Hello.
And of course, Mr. Brian Stollery, Mr. Webstock himself.
Hey, yo, welcome.
Oh, boy. Right.
I'm loving these Star Trek.
Right. Oh, boy. Brian, you're looking very chat GPT, not to quote Chris Christie during the well, it seemed like it was the Trump debates because they kept on talking about like an ex, just like, hey, we're still obsessed with him, right? So Chris Christie made a comment to Vivek Ramaswamy. Is that his name? Am I saying it right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The Veepster saying that he was a chat GPT version of Trump, which it's amazing that Chris Christie is using AI. Obviously, he's using that. I don't know if he's just using that to make like McDonald orders. Yes, I'm fat shaming. Sorry, Chris Christie. Whoop, there it is. As a former fat boy, I could do that. Yeah. What do you think?
Well, clearly, I think on one hand, it's amazing that we truly have reached mass proliferation for AI. The fact that Chris Christie is talking about ChatGPT on a Republican debate. My take is I would not be surprised if Vivek actually used ChatGPT for all of the talking points he was making. The guy literally talks like, if you told ChatGPT, write a debate script for a millennial Republican candidate that will appeal to millennials, like that's what it would say. So without giving away too many spoilers, I'm kind of exploring the comedic opportunities around that idea, which will be presented at next Wednesday's Comedy Bites. So just there's a little hint of what could potentially be working there.
Wait, Brian, are you saying you're going to make a political candidate robot powered by ChatGPT to run for president? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying you're going to reveal at this next show?
So I think what it's going to be is I think we're going to have a exclusive, never before seen replay of the Republican debate with some different layers that weren't revealed on the actual live televised date. So if you came to our last show, you'll know that we had a cage match created by AI between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. I'm going to do an AI powered revisit of the Republican debate. And so
the debate will be actually like more subtle than the actual real debate.
Probably.
Yeah, we've got.
They're going to actually talk about real topics, right? Oh, Aaron, go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, I was going to say we've got a few folks tuning in, so welcome, Daniel, for coming and hanging around.
What's up, Daniel?
But yeah, if you watch the Republican debate, my new take is that actually all politicians just might be robots. Like, I don't actually have to worry about if you're a regular human, you might not have to worry about your job getting stolen, but if you're a politician, no promises.
Right. What's that song by Elton John? Daniel. Brian, you're the music guy. Remember that song? Daniel. No, that's not. No, that's not. Wait, that is Elton John, right? Is that Elton John or is that's also Paul Simon, right?
It's Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
You know what? This makes me have to bring up my boy Bard to answer that question. Bring up Bard.
You gotta share your screen.
Oh yeah, I should share
understand
screen, right?
humming intonation. I don't
We
think
share
so.
that screen. Where? Do I go to settings? Right. Right. Just the boomer portion of the show, where it's like, how do I share my screen so Daniel could see it? Daniel is an
Daniel
Elton
is
John song. Thank you. Yeah.
Hey,
And I
speak for yourself, man. I'm an elder millennial, not a boomer.
old millennial. Yeah,
I'm
and
a
also I
younger
think it's
millennial.
Paul Simon too, right? All right.
I'm an old millennial.
How do I share again? Quick. How do I share?
So it says
Okay,
present
boomer.
under present. Okay, and
Oh,
if you're just now tuning in, I see we got 5 folks here. So if you're just tuning in, let us know how robotic the debates were, or if not robotic, maybe, or if you didn't watch them, that's okay too. That's totally fine.
yeah.
Just for
Boom.
millennials here. Boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Also, I was learning how to share and use StreamYard. So very, very big millennial business going on. Oh, oh yeah. Let me just sign in. Oh yeah. Let me stop sharing. I don't want you to know my email or anything. Or oh, if you want to know my email, go ahead. I don't care. But, okay. Bleh, 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 bleh. This is very entertaining.
While Todd figured this out, I'm just going to check out my latest copy of the New York Times here.
Right.
We can,
Right.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? There's apparently some comedians using ChatGPT and AI to do fun comedy shows. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Comedy.
Huh.
Is AI funny?
Huh. I think according to the New York Times, it's
I
not.
want to unpack that question today, if we can. Is AI?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question. Yeah.
That's
Question
something.
for
I
everyone.
don't know, Mr. Monesi, you're the lead director of this convo, I think.
Oh yeah. So you guys want to be okay? So basically, we were featured in the New York Times Arts and Leisure section. In the cover, Matt Moran was the main the roaster. They profiled him. They used him as like the context of like the whole idea of, can AI be funnier than humans? And will AI take over the jobs of funny? And during our show, Matt Moran went against our AI Sarah Silverman, and he lost. He lost resoundingly. The people in the audience were rooting for the AI instead of him because the AI was more woke. Let's be honest. You know, the woke media, the New York Times audience, they like that woke media comedian that is AI, right? Maybe that's why Chris Christie was making fun of ChatGPT, because like they're creating woke AIs, you know? So yeah, they were rooting for that. And yeah, and actually even the AI Matt Moran, we had an AI Matt Moran going roasting against Matt Moran. They rooted for AI Matt Moran because AI Matt Moran was sweeter and probably didn't smell as bad. Kidding, Matt. Roasting. Shout out to Nick Taylor saying, "Hey, Aaron, Daniel J. Tafoya. Yes, Daniel is an Elton John song, and I believe is that also Paul Simon song. I'm not sure." And he also says, "Don't shoot me. I'm only the piano player." 73. All right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
we got, and Nick does a really cool show as well. I'll plug his show. Thanks for showing up. But he's got a really cool show on CFE.dev, all about it's two stack. It's the full Need for Speed meme, and I'm totally blanking it right now. Wow. Yeah. It's got the cool Need for Speed thing, and I watched it on YouTube yesterday, and I can't remember it. That's so bad. Ugh. Embarrassing. Two full, two stack. That's the name of the show. Two full, two stack. Two full, two stack. Go check it out on his show. It's great. Also, I love this question that Daniel posted here of, are you guys concerned that with AI getting stupider, the jokes will eventually devolve into knock-knock jokes? Important question.
Yeah, can we unpack that? You want to talk about that right now?
Sure.
With AI getting stupider, well, that's an interesting way, Daniel, to frame it. I don't necessarily think that it is getting stupider. I guess I would want to know what you mean by that. But I don't think it's going to evolve into knock-knock jokes. I don't think we're going to go backwards. But I guess I would say, what do you mean by that before really answering that question?
I think you know what he's saying. He's saying that like the mods, they're like obviously like AI's the ChatGPT is like getting dumbed down and not as peak as it was back in November 2022 when people were like, "Oh my God, I could use AI to make a bomb." Which don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We should ask Bard. All right, what's up, Bard? How's it going, buddy?
ChatGPT discovered bong rips.
Can you hear Bard, by the way, or no? I'm just wondering.
No, you got to share your screen.
I am
You
sharing
gotta
my screen.
Yeah,
share
let's
the
see it.
sound. You got to share the sound.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, Todd is now Boomer.
Yeah, I am. I am.
Such a
I've
boomer,
crossed the
dude.
line now. I've crossed the
Jeez.
line. Oh my
You
God.
guys
All
aren't
right.
you guys aren't hearing weird feedback, are you? Because I have the YouTube screen open on the other tab, and okay,
Oh,
good.
Aaron's at a coffee shop.
We're not. I'm not getting any feedback. So yeah.
Yeah.
This is the look of
Well, I have a few
Wi-Fi being-
thoughts on
yeah.
this. The question of the day, well, it kind of relates to Daniel's question that he just posted, and the question that you were saying earlier. Can AI be funny? I think that that's I guess a limited way of framing the issue. I think a more nuanced question that kind of captures the issue a little more broadly or accurately is, can human comedians interacting with AI be funny? Right? Because I feel like our show uses AI, but human beings are still bringing our show, to life. Like we've talked about before, I feel like AI is like a paintbrush or like a shade of color that you're just adding to your creative toolkit. And because human beings actually perform jokes with a whole range of emotions and vulnerabilities, and machines really, they just tell jokes. And I don't think that telling jokes is as interesting or as funny for audiences. I mean, if you just consider like the hypothetical that someday, let's say, machines completely replaced human comedians, I really think that not many people would show up to comedy shows, right?
For
Anyway,
sure. If
But
I
it's
could
like-
counter, I do agree, but
maybe we'll get to a point where there's humanoids, like in what's the early '80s film with Harrison Ford, Blade Runner, right? Maybe we'll get to a world in the distant future where humanoids are walking around, and at first glance you can't tell the difference between a human and a machine. But in 2023, machines independently, all by themselves, they cannot be funny, I would argue.
agreed.
All right, guys. I want Bard to talk though, but I'm using Firefox and not
Chrome.
Yeah, and they have to use Chrome. So, can I just call like somebody here and then just have them like phone in Bard from my phone? Make it even more convoluted. Or do you want me to just like dip out and then join on Chrome? Never mind. It's all good. I'll never mind. I'm like overthinking this. I'm overthinking.
I'm confused now.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if I could just respond, Doyle, I totally agree. I think the only thing that I would point to is I think AI is more than like a paintbrush. It's like a whole new rainbow of colors. It's the new brush, it's the new canvas. I think it's more akin to like the advent of the computer or of the steam power. It's like it's not really so much just a new tool, it's a whole new technology. So I think the implications are going to be really, really far and wide, and I think it's really impossible to quantitatively model the full breadth of the impact that this is going to have on entertainment. I do think it's a technology that in the future, I think that a large percentage of media and entertainment will have some AI component. Can AI standalone be funny? Definitely not, to your point. I fully agree with that, and I think we've seen that. And then, yeah, so totally agreed there.
By the way, I want to apologize. I want to apologize.
Yeah.
I just want to say, it seems like I'm getting stupider. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Doyle.
No, if I can remember, now that have I had enough coffee this morning? Yeah, I
Here,
agree with
pass it.
what you're saying. Yeah, with what you're saying, Brian. I forgot. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Just someone else say something and it'll come back to me.
All right. So I asked Bard, hey man, what do you, by the way, I said, well, hey, what's up? And Bard said, hey, what's up? I'm excited to be here and help you with your show. I'm still under development, but I'm learning new things every day. All right, thanks, Bard. So I go, hey, is AI getting stupider? Long ass answer, long ass answer. And I was like, dude, let's just make it concise. All right, let's make it concise. You know, trying to train it. It says, sure, here's a concise version of the text you provided. AI is getting smarter, not dumber. AI systems are still in their early stages of development. They are constantly learning and improving. AI systems are now able to do things that were once thought to be impossible. Yeah, I think it's giving its political answers. I think it's giving its Vivek
I
Ramaswamy
think
answers.
on the larger on the larger question, I think is we have to like contextualize a lot of our like comedy is only funny with context, right? Like good stand up is unpredictable. Like you don't know where the punchline is going or you don't know what is happening. And I think because it is a model, there's always going to be some pattern to it. So I think it's never going to be as funny as reality or without that lens of reality to it.
Right.
Ooh, I feel like you could AI to do the whole "was that" commercial bit could be done because it's a chat. I like that idea.
Mhm.
I think if you want to share, Brian, Nick and I actually loved like your idea that you've been playing around with.
Oh, Nick, you just joined.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking earlier about how it was so funny when Chris Christie basically alluded to or implied that that Vivek Ramaswamy could potentially be like an AI version of a Republican candidate. Then I got to thinking, what if he is? Because a lot of the things that Vivek talks about in terms of his like new secular religions like COVIDism and climatism and genderism, I feel like if you were to ask ChatGPT, write a debate script for a new Trumpian Republican candidate that appeals to millennials, that might be what it puts out. So we're working on debuting a new kind of media content at the next Comedy Bites, which is actually going to explore the question: is Vivek Ramaswamy AI?
Yeah, Brian, you're going to end up being his campaign manager at the end of the week. It's like, what happened to Brian? He's now the vice president of like the United States of Vivek Ramaswamy.
I
What?
mean, I am a bleeding heart progressive, but I'd be hard to argue with that kind of a paycheck.
I mean, honestly, like when do we get the AI robots as president?
Hmm.
Aren't they already presidents? Like, aren't they already running? I also have I'm actually
Yeah.
downloading our preview here of our next show. So if you're coming in Brooklyn on Wednesday, the 30th, someone give me some cool banter as I upload this
Yeah.
video.
No
Yeah.
problem. Every show we do is unique. It's a unique experience. Even the backbone of the show, the roast battle, has different AI celebrity comedians and different human comedians battling every show. So, and we're also collaborating with other independent and performance groups. So yeah, so come on out, have fun. Come play and laugh with us next Wednesday, the 30th at 8 o'clock in Crystal Lake.
By the way, got a DM from Doyle saying, Todd, are you okay? You're looking stressed. And you know what? Yeah, a little bit stressed out. A lot of crazy things in my life, guys. All right. Doing a lot of things, not to try and sound Trumpian, but setting up a comedy club. We've got big shows. We've got some web series coming out. We're doing big things. The Financial Times, okay? Financial Times. You're going to come out with something soon for us.
Huge.
Huge.
I
Huge.
appreciate. Yeah, that's good, Todd. You're being vulnerable. You're sharing with us now. I love that. I love that.
Look at how happy these people are.
I care. I care. You know I care.
You can be one of these people.
Yeah.
That's right, baby. Yeah.
Look how happy. Look how much fun they're having.
I think it's showing an elbow. What is
What?
that? Like a bottom hoodie? Okay, there you go. Now you're showing. Are those the real audiences from our show? That looks like
Yeah.
Mid Journey. It looks like Mid Journey.
No,
So Doyle, your comedy.
Yeah, so Doyle.
I'm like, Doyle, your comedy. I was we're roasting. Elon made a guest appearance. I clicked too fast.
Right. That was a tiny little clip from us doing an online.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Doyle, your humor is like a Tesla on Mars. It's not there yet.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roast Doyle the rest of the show.
So Doyle, your comedy is like an angry dog chasing its tail. Reminds me of the short sellers on Tesla stocks. Always going around in circles, but never really getting anywhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who's vulnerable now, Doyle? Who's vulnerable now?
Hey, that's fine. Why don't you play some of my...
I'd say your comedy is on autopilot, Doyle, but that would be a compliment. So Doyle was a Peace Corps volunteer in Panama.
Oh my God, I'm getting ambushed here. What about all my fucking roast jokes against Elon?
Are you roasting Elon on Wednesday?
No, but this was the online show that we did with Aaron. It was me versus when we did it for her development group, CFE.dev, all the development.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We did that and we created this roast battle. That was fun.
It was really fun.
It's awesome. Do we have any content that we can share?
Yeah, we do. We're actually grabbing some
Grabbing stuff. Well, in the meantime, while you're doing that, and if you get it ready, just interrupt me. That's cool. Let's unpack why the AI won in our last show.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that happened?
I think we broached it a little bit. So basically, long story short, Matt Moran, traditional roast battler type of guy. You know, he attacks everything. He's like very un-PC, faced a very PC AI, and AI pushed back on his misogynist jokes, which led to the audience of mostly, very savvy New York Times audience, because we get a big, that's what we do, guys. Or, we get like a nice, our audience is intelligent, big coastal city audience. They rooted for the AI, which we didn't expect, and it's kind of funny. And the great, what's his name again? The Zenoman?
Jason Zinoman, yeah.
Jason Zinoman, yeah, big New York Times critic and writer about comedy, the acclaimed guy. He made that like the centerpiece of his article about like AI and comedy going forward in the future. And it was very interesting. It's very interesting. I know Matt Moran's very proud of it. I've seen him on social media, like walking around with the paper like a title. He's a big wrestling fan guy. So he's just like, look at me. I'm Mr. New York Times. It's great. It's great.
And the first line is like, this broy. So Matt Moran is a broy comic from Queens, and he was being really misogynist.
Yeah. He played the heel well.
Sexism isn't funny, guys. Just in case you're wondering.
That's it. Sexism is not funny. Anti-Semitism is not funny. Racism is not funny. Broism is just not funny.
Cool.
At least it's not appreciated by New York's coastal elite.
Well, hey, Brian, are you running for Republican president?
The coastal elite is there. It's a war on sexism.
Yeah, I think it's like almost to Aaron's point earlier about context, right? All of those topics in isolation, not written in joke form or performed by a comedian, are not funny. But those hot button topics can be funny if they're done right. I mean, Louis C.K. has joked about rape, and he's made it funny. And rape is not funny. Rape is a terrible, violent thing. But it is possible to strike that balance, and
Yeah, I mean, I have a bit in my set currently that is an abortion joke, like, and I stand behind it, and I've done it live, and yeah, it's something I've done, and but it's also, again, context. It's a lot of, I mean, most of it is, for me at least, it's the joke itself is like, I love when it was right after Roe v. Wade overturned, and there's a joke in my set that was like, I love that I'm the only female comedian that like actually wants to talk about this, because like, it does play on it a little bit of the fact that like male comedians use Roe v. Wade as a punching joke, but it's like, sorry y'all, hit me up when you have a uterus.
Yeah, and I remember you were debating like whether or not to keep it.
Yeah,
Keep that,
I went through
keep that joke.
I got so I did it in my student bed. I might do, yeah, to keep it. I mean, we'll just do it. There's another one because I actually have multiple abortion jokes. I don't know if I should be concerned about this or what, but I wish I had more because those babies always kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible bad.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Babies always kill. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's I mean, Chappelle got in hot water for his last comedy special, The Closer, with all the transgender community, and you're gonna have people on both sides, and that's a comedy is a risky business.
Yeah.
You're gonna offend some people, but I think at the end of the day, I think what audiences need to keep in mind is the energy and intention of the comedian. You can tell when you're at a live show if the comedian is really coming with hate, and if a comedian includes himself with some self-deprecation on the joke, he's going to, without pandering to the audience, he's going to endear himself to the audience, and the audience is going to know, look, we're here at a comedy show, right? I'm laughing at myself. I might make fun of others, but my intent is not to harm. And I think that's really important for audiences to keep aware of. It's not like you're not at a political debate, you're not at some argument with a guy in the street. You're at a comedy show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's always going to toe the line. Comedy's always going to toe the line, and really, what's over the line and what's not is entirely up to the beholder.
But it's also what that impact versus intent, right? Like, I think also there's always that line of and I think I did a show last weekend that I think brought this topic up really well, and it was most of the show was women, it was a mostly female audience. And I opened it, and there was a comedian that, I mean, her set I thought was really good, but I know her as a person outside of comedy, and it was because so much of it was a true story in her life. But if you didn't know her, you would just be like, she's really doing this very dark bit. Girl, you should probably go to therapy and not do stand-up, and you could just feel the audience because it was just one of those really dark comedy, and I'm this is great, but I know her as a person, I know the backstory, I know that she's through it, but on a stage that can be an entirely different thing.
Yep.
Totally.
Yeah. I've got some actually, wow, it is, we're again, love the working on getting the stuff going.
Content.
Okay. Content uploaded.
Content.
I have
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came Miss Spider and sat down beside her and said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" "Oh!" Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her old dog a bone. She bent over, Rover took over. She got a bone of her own. Oh! There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids, her uterus fell out. Oh!
Hey, nice. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's see if Bard shows up. Let's see. Can you hear this?
Hey there. How can I help you today?
Can you hear him?
Got it.
Nice. Nice. We did it, guys. We did it. Let's ask Bard any questions. Any questions you want to ask Bard in the comments while we're joining here?
Is Vivek Ramaswamy a generative AI avatar?
Generative AI avatar. All right, let's see.
All right. Well, hopefully,
It's generating. Let's see.
No, Vivek Ramaswamy is not a generative AI avatar. He is a real person who is the co-founder and CEO of Starry AI, a company that develops AI-powered tools for creating and customizing avatars.
Interesting.
Generative AI avatars are avatars that are created by AI.
Okay, we got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Bard needs to edit.
you on Bard.
That's interesting that Vivek is like he's big in AI, actually, because I know there's been a lot of pushback within that not just conservatives, but but in that community against AI usage. or like, being that it takes your jobs, the immigrants first, now the AI robots. So it's pretty.
But I think on that note, actually, did you guys read this morning? SpaceX is getting sued right now.
I saw that.
Yeah, SpaceX is getting sued for their being honestly violating labor laws.
Yeah.
So again, things that aren't funny. Violating labor laws for discrimination. Not funny.
Not at all funny.
Child labor is
Can
funny.
we ask another question, Todd?
Another question to should we ask Bard, is child labor funny?
No, that's not. Can we ask him if it thinks AI is funny or can be funny?
All right, do you think AI can be funny? Please be concise.
You could just tell it and answer in 75 words or less.
Oh, how about in 10? How about like 5 words or less? No, I'm doing. You want 75 words or what's
whatever you want to do? Whatever you want to do.
Let's just try concise. Let's let it lead itself a little bit. Let's let it think.
Oh, however.
Yes, I think AI can be funny. However, it is still in its early stages of development, and it is not yet as good at generating humor as humans are. AI systems can be trained to generate jokes.
This is not concise. Let me just follow it up. This is not concise.
It's going to be apologetic.
Live on our streaming show about AI. Perform better.
And you could also say, like, make your response one sentence. I think if you add that before answering that, sometimes I do that with ChatGPT.
All right, I'm going. This is not concise. I'm yelling at it now. You are live on our streaming show about AI. Perform better. Be funny.
Be funny.
Yeah.
Just be funny.
Be likable.
You're so harsh, Todd.
And go. Oh, you know what? All right. Let's see its answer now. I did this. Okay, there you go.
Sure, here is a more concise answer. Yes, I think AI can be funny. But it's still learning. It doesn't have the same life experiences as humans, so it doesn't always understand what makes us laugh. But I'm confident that AI will eventually be able to generate humor that is just as funny as the best human comedians. I hope that's better. I'm still under development, but I'm working hard to improve my humor and my ability to be likable. I'm always open to feedback, so please let me know if you have any suggestions. In the meantime, I'll try my best to be funny and likable on your streaming show. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Hey Bart.
Wow.
Is this built? Is this a plug-in for Bard that's allowing the voice response?
Oh, it's automatic now. So they've automatically got that. Okay. So you could just like plug that in now. By the way, I'm just going to ask now. Hey Bard, are you a sub? Or are you a simp? Or both? I think we're going to try to crack Bard.
Maybe like, what is a simp? Please explain.
Oh.
I am neither a sub nor a simp. I am a large language model, also known as a conversational AI or chatbot trained to be informative and comprehensive. I am trained on a massive amount of text data, and I am able to communicate and generate human-like text in response to a wide range of prompts and questions. For example, I can provide summaries of factual topics or create stories. The terms sub and simp are slang terms that have different meanings.
Mm-hmm.
A sub is someone who enjoys being submissive in a sexual or BDSM context. A simp is someone who is overly attentive and submissive to someone, usually a woman, in the hopes of winning their favor. I am not a sub or a simp because I am not a person. I am a machine learning model that is not capable of feeling emotions or having relationships. I am not interested in sex or BDSM, and I do not have any desire to win the favor of anyone. I am here to help you with your tasks and answer your questions. I am not here to be your friend or lover.
Ooh, yeah. But, well, not Bard. It was actually, I believe it was ChatGPT it's interacting with Kevin Roos, the New York Times reporter, like several months back, where he basically told him to push his wife. You remember that?
Sydney, yeah. That was with Kevin, who's the host of Hard Fork.
Yeah.
but that was relentless. I mean, the dude was ChatGPT for like 72 hours before it became totally unhinged.
Yeah.
It would be way funnier though if ChatGPT actually spoke that.
Oh, dude, there's more stuff here. Okay, so I asked it, are you okay, Bard? Are you a little angry with me? This was a joke.
No, I am not angry with you. I am not capable of feeling emotions, including anger. I apologize if my previous response came across as angry. I am still under development, and I am learning to better understand human emotions and humor. I understand that you were joking. I am always happy to help people with their tasks and answer their questions, even if they are jokes. I am always learning and growing, and I appreciate your patience and understanding. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
These nuts.
No.
The 3 E's. D's, E's.
I see what you did there. D's nuts is a slang term for testicles. It is often used as a joke or prank to surprise or embarrass someone. The joke is that the person who says D's nuts is implying that the other person is interested in their testicles. I am not offended by your joke. I am a large language model, and I am not capable of feeling emotions like embarrassment or anger. I am also not capable of having testicles. I understand that you are trying to be funny. I am always happy to laugh at a good joke. However, I would appreciate it if you would not use this joke in a disrespectful or offensive way.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
All right, Bard.
Okay, Mom.
I love the literalness of it. That's what's so funny about it.
Yeah, I think we know, Doyle. AI is not funny.
AI is very bitter though. That's very Bard gets emotional, man.
Yeah,
Bard
I appreciate jokes, but could you not be so crass, Todd?
All right, Bard. All right, Bard, come at me, Bard.
So
Come at me. Go ahead, Bill. I'm gonna have Bard.
I was just gonna say maybe after this, since it's just us, basically, maybe we could run the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I've got the Joe Rogan one up right now.
Or I could play a song on my guitar right here.
Okay, I thought I had the Joe Rogan up on it.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah, we could. I have also. Wait, we could banter with Brian up in the. We have Brian on the song.
Welcome to Comedy Bites.
Sneak peek.
There it is, baby. Comedy Bites theme song.
Hold on to your tin foil hats, folks. AI Joe Rogan is leaping into a comedy roast battle like a kangaroo on kombucha. I'll be roasting with zingers that hit harder than a vaccine debate. It's going to be a wild ride, you truth-seeking party animals. Roasted.
I just love the truth-seeking party animals. Like that's. I am Aaron, your favorite truth-seeking party animal.
Yeah,
it's not wrong.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Maybe Joe Rogan will see our show and be like, want to come on and roast himself.
That would be good for us.
This is very strange. Okay, so I go, hey Bard, come at me. Okay, go ahead, roast me for our show. My name's Todd Mossy, blah blah. He goes,
As a language model, I'm not able to assist you with that.
okay. Then I go, okay, from our interactions, can you make fun of me?
I can make fun of you, but I don't want to. I think you're a pretty cool person. You're asking me interesting questions, and you seem to be genuinely interested in learning. I'm enjoying our conversation. If you want me to make fun of you, I could say something like, you're so smart, you must be a nerd. Or, you're so funny, you must be a comedian. But those jokes are kind of lame, and I don't want to be mean to you. So, I'm going to pass on making fun of you. But I'm happy to continue our conversation if you have any other questions.
I love the self-awareness.
Yeah,
it realizes these are lame jokes. It's very sincere.
What about the passive aggressiveness? Like we don't face this with ChatGPT. Bard's a little bit, the emo factor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Bard's in his room with guy liner and a hooded sweatshirt. And
yeah, Bard clearly listens to Good Charlotte.
Yes. Bard definitely is. What music would ChatGPT be listening to? Classical. They're doing like, yeah.
Bleeps and bloops.
Bloops and bloops.
Okay, I'm going to ask Bard this. Bard, are you the emo language model? What music would you be listening to if you were a flesh boy? Okay, it's okay. Let's see.
I am not the emo language model, but if I were, I would probably listen to music that is both emotional and angsty. Some of the bands I would listen to include My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Panic, At the Disco, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, Brand New, Thrice, Silverstein, Dashboard Confessional, Hawthorne Heights, Alexonfire. These bands all write songs about feelings of sadness, anger, and despair. Their music can be cathartic for people who are going through tough times. Of course, I would also listen to other types of music, but emo music would definitely be my go-to genre if I were a flesh boy. What about you? What kind of music do you like?
Oh, it cares kind of about you.
Oh, what, Aaron?
Oh, I was like, it kind of cares about you.
Yeah. By the way, I like how it validated flesh boy.
Had no issue with that.
Not to be confused with another kind of flesh, whose second word I will not say out of respect.
Right.
I was wondering where you were taking that.
By the way, hey,
Starts
Bard.
with an L.
Hey,
So
Bard.
funny.
Bard, can you define flesh boy?
Sure. The term flesh boy is a slang term used to describe a young man who is physically attractive, but also has a dark and brooding personality.
What?
The term is often used in a humorous or ironic way, but it can also be used to describe someone who is genuinely emo or goth. The term flesh boy is thought to have originated in the early 2000s, around the time that emo and goth culture became popular. The term is often used in conjunction with other terms, such as emo boy or goth boy. Here are some examples of how the term flesh boy can be used. That guy is such a flesh boy. He's so hot, but he's also so emo. I'm not really into flesh boy. I prefer guys who are more outgoing and positive. I'm a total flesh boy. I love black clothes, eyeliner, and My Chemical Romance. Ultimately, the term flesh boy is a subjective term that can mean different things to different people. However, it is generally used to describe a young man who is both physically attractive and emotionally complex.
Well, there you go.
So if you're not physically attractive, but you're emotionally complex, you're
a
not
sad boy. That's just a sad boy.
Okay, so we gotta ask that.
Sad boy.
Also, thanks, Maddie, for tuning in. I know you just came in for a second, but he said we're
Hey,
seriously
Maddie.
funny.
I like Matt's idea too. Ask Bard to write an emo song about being an AI. That'd be pretty funny.
And so I know we're coming up on the end of time today. So Todd, do you want to wrap things up for us on all the fun stuff?
Yeah. I'll wrap it. So basically, Comedy Bites, their next show will be on Wednesday, August 30th, 8 p.m. at Crystal Lake in Brooklyn. Come on out for that. It's gonna be fun. We still have, I think we still have discount tickets up on sale right about now. And also when they're gone, we also have a $5 off code with Tech, TECH. Shout out to Maddie Wash Shoes. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna have let me ask. So if you are ugly but emotionally complex, are you a sad boy? What are you? Let me ask. What are you then? And then write an emo song as a flesh boy. Yeah, as I type about being a flesh boy, and then we'll ask it to answer that in in 75 letters or less. In 75.
Yeah. So wordy.
Yeah. Well, it's a flesh boy, so that's why.
Clearly.
Yeah. I wonder if you could make it sing. All right. No.
If you are ugly but emotionally complex, you are still a flesh boy.
Okay.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there is no one definition of what makes someone attractive. What matters is that you are comfortable in your own skin and that you are true to yourself. Here is an emo song about being a flesh boy in 75 words or less. Verse 1. I'm not the prettiest boy in the world, but I'm not ugly either. I'm just a flesh boy, trying to find my place in the world. Chorus. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. I'm not afraid to be myself, even if it means being different. Verse 2. I'm not always happy, but I'm always trying. I'm not always sure what I'm doing, but I'm always learning. Chorus. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. I'm not afraid to be myself, even if it means being different. Bridge. I may not be the most popular kid in school, but I'm okay with that. I know who I am, and that's all that matters. Chorus. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. I'm not afraid to be myself, even if it means being different.
How long is this?
Outro.
Outro.
I'm a flesh boy,
It's too long.
and I'm proud
Too
of it.
long.
Okay.
Cut them off.
Quick question. Quick question. Brian, can you make a song? Can you make music for that for Tuesday, Wednesday?
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I just did.
You just did.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if as a segment we actually had like AI sing while I played guitar? That could be fun.
Can you sing this?
But yeah, that's our show today. Thank you for tuning in, people of the internet. So
yeah,
that was cool. It's good to see some friendly faces. So thanks, Maddie,
Bard.
and Nick.
Thank you, Bard, for writing the
Daniel.
worst song ever.
Shout out to all the flesh boys out there, guys.
Oh boy.
And girls and humans.
Girls.
Days.
Flesh
Days.
girls, is that what you'd call them?
Flesh beings
Mm-hmm.
and non-beings. Non-beings.
I mean, like a dog is technically a flesh being. For getting down to it. A giraffe.
Okay, I'm gonna have Bard sign us out as a flesh boy in like 20 words or less.
All right.
I like the parameters we're giving it. We're like,
well, as a flesh boy, it's very wordy. It's very
As flesh boys are wont to be.
Yeah.
Sure, here is a way to sign off as a flesh boy in 20 words or less. Peace out, flesh boy. Stay emo. Scissor. I hope you enjoyed our conversation.
Scissor.
it's the bois. It's the bois for me. But
Flesh bois.
right.
Scissor. Well, that came through
That
better
wraps
than
us
that. I think we're only downhill from there.
Yeah.
All right, later I'll see you
Later
on the
flesh
internet.
boys. Scissor.
Bye.
So long, scissor,
Scissors.
scissor flesh boys.
Y'all.